Hello guys, today we're gonna watch an episode of Key Sply. Now let me just... no, that's enough volume. Yeah, smoke them out.
Okay, this situation is getting very heated in Newark, New Jersey. Now, if you don't know what's going on, basically, protesters, lawmakers, and federal agents have been clashing at a location known as Delaney Hall. It's an ICE facility in Newark, New Jersey, so a lot has happened in
Okay.
the last 24 hours.
What he means is rioters trying to break into a federal facility.
A senator is claiming he's been pepper sprayed by Homeland Security
Oh,
agents.
it's a senator
A
getting
bunch of lawmakers,
sprayed.
representatives showed up to do an oversight visit at Delaney Hall. The governor of New Jersey has been denied access into Delaney Hall, and a lot of people are not
Good.
talking about this, but this is part of the story. Many people are not happy with Homeland Security, specifically Secretary Mark Wayne Mullen. And you can
He
fact check
shouldn't
this
be.
yourself. If you go to his comment section right now, many people are super upset. And we'll talk about why this is happening. We'll go over all of this. But before we dig into all of this, make sure to please like the video. It helps out a ton. And it also helps others see the videos as well. And we've been covering Delaney Hall since last year. I don't want you guys to miss a thing. Now, let's start with what exactly is going on. This is from 24 hours ago. You'll see federal agents and protesters clashing
Oh, jeez.
at the front gate of Delaney Hall.
Oh, jeez, that's not good. Push him back. Yeah, you're treating people. That's how you treat criminals.
Okay, now a little context. What you're seeing on the screen happened yesterday from the time I'm making this video. But yesterday, this is happening 2 hours after the governor of New Jersey was denied access into Delaney Hall. Apparently, she wanted to conduct an oversight visit. However, because she is technically a state official, she really doesn't have the right to immediately come into the facility.
No, she
Unlike
doesn't.
a member of Congress who is on the federal level to be
Well,
able
no,
to
they have to
conduct
give
their oversight
notice.
visits, which a lot of them actually ended up doing oversight visits. So keep in mind, as far as the context is concerned, what you're seeing right now, protesters were there for a while already. So this is not like a brand new developing story as far as all of a sudden all of these protesters showed up.
Rioters.
In fact, this was happening for a few days before this very moment where protesters were already showing up and were upset about the hunger strike that is happening inside of Delaney
The
Hall.
fake hunger strike.
Also, at this time, we really had no response from Homeland Security as far as what exactly is going on. In fact, this is me yesterday talking about this, and it turns out many others were actually not too happy about it. So you're probably noticing I'm not giving the other side of the story. A lot of this might be a little one-sided against Homeland Security. Well, that's because we live in a new era. We live in the era of 2026 where we don't get fast responses from Homeland Security anymore. So if you're new here, I've been covering federal operations almost every single day for 2 years straight. And I want to be clear, this might be the first time I've seen so much pushback against Homeland Security as far as their response.
Yeah, because it was hot dog water.
Hating on Homeland Security, I'm simply trying to show you this might be the first time I've ever seen anything like this where supporters of Homeland are actually not too happy about this. So
I mean, a lot of us have not been very happy for a while, so...
Again, after all of these initial clashes, so here's what he's saying. This is nothing more than a political stunt by New Jersey sanctuary politicians for fundraising clicks. There is no hunger strike at Delaney Hall. There are no subprime conditions.
Damn right.
He's actually responding to Senator Cory Booker. But when you go into the comments, I mean, people are not happy. So right here, maybe you should get this handled. Quit playing.
Yeah, that's the problem. You have your kids' gloves on. You need to take the gloves off.
Nice. What What we need is for your team to start enforcing federal law, obstructing federal officers a criminal felony. When are you going to put an end to this madness? Get off your butt and start arresting these people. And look, I hope you can understand why I am reporting this side of the story. This is really not being reported in the mainstream media, and on my channel, I try to be as real as possible. I mean, we even have Chief Bovino going in on what's happening
Oh,
in New
Bovino.
Jersey, how he's not happy with the lack of
Bovino,
response
my
to
man.
the protesters
Should have
literally
kept Bovino.
blocking and obstructing federal agents, and people were not being
Definitely
arrested.
on the mean green team. But, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he's totally right.
This was not like an all of the sudden protest. This was happening for quite some time until there was any federal action. And Chief Bovino is saying, look, if we were there, this would never happen.
It
Okay,
wouldn't have,
let's
because
move
he
on.
doesn't
Again, I
tolerate
hope you
this.
understand why I had to talk about that. For the last 2 years, I have covered these federal operations every single day. Every once in a while, some people are not too happy with Homeland Security, but definitely not on this level. I've never seen so much negative comments towards Homeland Security like I'm seeing with this operation. So this was also a very big moment that happened yesterday. Apparently, this senator was pepper sprayed, according to him.
Oh, the poor senator is pepper sprayed.
Respectfully, still, got pictures over there. Okay, so this is Senator Andy Kim. Now,
Yeah, no one cares that he's a senator.
See what exactly happened. I'll get to that video in a second, but I do want to show you this is his claim. I saw chaos inside and outside of the ICE detention center, Delaney Hall, today. Detainees protesting the lack of due process, the disgusting food, and poor treatment, while their families and advocates stood outside calling for help. Instead of engaging with me and others about the poor conditions, ICE sent in an armored vehicle, we have the video, and a line of armed agents that only poured gasoline on the fire. So I have to give you a little context. These extra agents and the armored
See, this is what these people do. They make up shit without evidence because they want to simp for illegals.
They did not show up until after initial clashes were already happening that morning. Again, this was not like a pop-up protest. This was happening for quite some time. Even days before the clashes, protesters were already assembling and were not happy about what was happening in Delaney Hall. Okay, so he's saying civilians were tackled and restrained, and agents fired pepper balls and spray into the crowd. This is more of the same lawlessness we've seen elsewhere around the country.
On the left, correct.
Accountability. Our country deserves the humane treatment of every person here. In fact, our Constitution demands.
No, that applies to citizens.
Okay, so here's the raw footage. I will show you guys where to find the senator.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, right here. This is the senator right here.
Oh,
so
there he
as
is.
the video plays through, just look out for the guy in the suit and tie.
Yeah, smoke them all out.
Here he is right here as well.
And again, they don't just smoke them all out because they're pussies.
Okay, so that really gives us a great outside look as far as what the situation looked like yesterday. Again, keep in mind, this was just a few hours after the governor had left the facility. Then it looks like reinforcements showed up and an armored vehicle. But as you can see, the entire road is packed with protesters.
Yeah, all committing crimes.
When it comes to Delaney Hall has a very short driveway. There are 2 driveways to get inside of Delaney Hall, and they're very short. You immediately go into the roadway. And so this is a big question many people were asking, well, where are the police? Keep in mind, New Jersey has very strict sanctuary policies. The police cannot break those sanctuary policies, and if Homeland Security they are transporting individuals inside Delaney Hall or outside Delaney Hall, that is technically a deportation operation, and the police would be breaking policy. So that is why you're probably not seeing the police here, which is why Homeland Security is having to do a lot of the work as far as trying to make.
Yes, because according to these woke people, doing crowd control and stopping them from blocking a roadway is somehow assisting immigration enforcement.
Sure, operations can continue. Okay, so here's where things get interesting. So, Homeland Security did respond to the accusation that they pepperballed and pepper sprayed a senator. Here's what they said, and then wait until we read the comments. No individuals were directly struck by pepperball projectiles. On May 25th, 2026, rioters obstructed law enforcement from
Yes, you're
exiting the
calling
ICE
them
facility.
rioters. I love it.
Officers issued multiple lawful verbal commands for rioters to clear the area. Rioters refused to follow law enforcement commands and continued to obstruct the
Yup.
exit route. Our law enforcement followed their training and used the minimum amount of force necessary to protect themselves, the
No, you
public,
can
and
use
general
enough
property.
force.
Now, look, when you scroll down, again, I don't think I've ever seen anything like this. The first comment. This is embarrassing that we have these lunatics inspecting ICE vehicles. Do something, please. This is an Antifa riot. Please act
Yeah.
accordingly. You guys are losing. Secretary Mullen, total failure. These are all of the top comments. And by the way, these are not random accounts or bot accounts talking about this. Even Nick Sorter is talking about this as
Yeah,
well, as far as not
why are
what's
these
happening,
people
but the
allowed to
response from
inspect
Homeland
them?
Security as far as what's happening at.
Like, what is this? Why are rioters controlling who gets to go into a federal facility? This is why you're a total failure, because you allow this to happen and you don't arrest them.
At Delaney Hall. And remember, Nick Sorter was monumental in
Why are they
helping to get
allowing who
awareness
goes
in
in?
Portland as far as what was happening at that facility. I would argue Nick Sorter might be one of the biggest supporters of Homeland Security. So for him to be like, hey, what's going on here? That's a very big deal. Now, as far as what is going on here, this happened yesterday.
And it's because they want to be the police, so they can be a fascist.
Okay, so
What the
this is
hell?
quite literally a barrier in front of Delaney Hall. This is yesterday. This is a barrier blocking this driveway. And again,
Why?
this has always been a very big tactical issue for Delaney Hall. It only takes like 7 protesters to form a line and block Delaney Hall for anyone going in
Why
and
are you
leaving. So
allowing
when you start
this?
to add objects and barriers and more people, it can be very problematic because from here, as you guys can see, just a couple of feet back is the roadway. This is a very dangerous situation. And again, many people are pointing out, how did it even get this far? This is not like the Portland ICE facility where you see this all the time. And over there, I mean, the agents, they push back. So why is this happening here? Again, I have no idea. I'm simply just trying to be as real as possible and show you guys this all happened.
Because they're pussies. Like, you need to be getting in the military here to help guard these places. And if they try and do this, you arrest them. If it gets to this, you bulldoze it. You don't sit here and do nothing.
Happened yesterday. But as far as what's going on today, there is a continued presence. Now, more federal agents have showed up, and there are currently clashes. Literally, as I'm filming this video, there are some protesters getting arrested. Some protesters have their megaphones ripped from their arms. Homeland Security is pushing back, but this is the situation happening today.
Out here at the Lady Hall again, and more activity this morning. You have some ICE officials coming in and throwing barricades and some of the protesters who set up into dumpster in the back. And then
Good.
some other protesters of the police and ICE officials that are on scene here. And you see some of the heavy equipment that's been brought in as well. Many media members gathered as well.
Again, very notable, no help from the New Jersey police. Also, keep in mind, this
Yeah,
mayor,
because
I
they're
think you guys
cuffed.
might remember last year, this mayor was arrested by these federal agents last year. Now, his charges were all dropped, but keep in mind there's always been
Yep, more bullshit.
between the local police, the mayor, and these federal agents. Also, overall in New Jersey, you have very, very strict sanctuary policies. I don't think people realize how strict it is in New Jersey. I would actually argue it's more strict in New Jersey than actually New York.
Sounds like we need to Insurrection Act in New Jersey.
But again, this is what we're seeing as we saw it over the course of the weekend with U.S. Senator Andy came out here and he was pepper sprayed in one of these small riots that took place.
No, he actually wasn't.
Here just yet. Again, certainly a situation to say the least with everything that's going on out here at the Lady Hall. So we're going to continue to keep an eye on this for you. And I'll show you what I can for the moment. They continue to throw out protesters and set up outside the Lady Hall.
Rioters.
And again, they just continue to yell things like let them out, set them free, get them out of the Lady Hall. As police were coming in, I know some of the protesters were, for lack of a better word, harassing them as they were going inside.
Of course they were.
Their jobs, they should be.
I think that's interesting. This reporter is saying harassing the agents. I mean, we can watch the raw tape. We're talking about literal blockades in the road, searching vehicles. And so, yeah, the word harassing, I don't know if it's as accurate as other words we can use.
No, I think it's pretty accurate.
The word harassing, but I do appreciate he is on the ground reporting what's going on. Again, very notable that now we have a active Homeland Security presence of more agents who showed up. We don't have really the police they're not there right now. So this is a developing situation, rapidly developing. But the big question is, what's going to happen from here? What action is Homeland Security going to take? Are they going to stand their ground, or are they going to let more and more protesters push back? I have no idea. But
I hope they don't be cucked.
It's a sad situation to see. We don't want to see.
I mean, they already are cucked. Just not more cucked.
But I also do want to point out, Delaney Hall has always been an area of contention. Again, this is not brand new.
Yeah.
Protesters have always actively showed up to Delaney Hall. Now, there's not always been clashes, but like I said before, it only takes like 7 people to block the roadway to become a problem for this area. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video.
Yeah.
And again, my disclaimer.
I love how get a job. It's like, bitch, you won't have a job. You're just here protesting for illegals. Alright, if you'd like, give a like and subscribe.